I just saw Spider-Man Brand New Day at a drive-in theater last night, and my takeaways from this movie is that the writing is super good, but it's also super sad, which is, I guess, the story of Spider-Man. I feel like every Spider-Man movie is just Spider-Man being punished for being Spider-Man. He does good things, he saves people, and it comes at the price of his personal life. I want to talk about his relationship with MJ now. So right when he sees MJ at that party, I'm like, bro, please talk to her. You need to get her back. And when we see her with another guy, holy fuck, that is devastating. These past two movies have built up this relationship so good, and now it just doesn't matter, just like that. He's getting punished for saving the whole world. Actually so devastating, but I think that's what makes Spider-Man so good. He always makes the right choice, and it always costs him. And that scene when MJ finds the letter and reads it, and is like, you need to tell me what's going on. And then she says like, oh, I understand, but I don't even know you. Oh my God. Bro, the writers literally just took out a knife and stabbed me in my heart. I thought for sure going into this movie that we would get MJ and Ned back. And we do get Ned back at the end of this movie. But no, MJ is insane. Every single one of these Spider-Man movies, I walk out saying I need the next movie. Because I need them to fix the shit that they fucked up. But I'm just starting to realize that maybe that's just not Spider-Man. I remember watching the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield ones when I was younger. Don't remember much from them, but I do remember that they're sad as fuck. And yeah, I guess I just have to accept that that's how Spider-Man's gonna be. But it doesn't make it hurt any less. I do want to say again though, I think that's why these movies are so good. Because they punish him for being Spider-Man. It just sucks though. Like, come on, man. He needs a win. And thank God he does at the end of this movie. When he realizes how big his impact is on New York City. With everyone rooting for him coming out the hospital. What a great sight to see. I needed to see that. And you also see the little kid, you know, shoot his little webs at him. So wholesome. Thank God they ended it like that, instead of another depressing way that they normally do, like in Far From Home and No Way Home. The hangout scene with Ned was so needed. Ned kind of pissed me off in these first three movies, because I feel like he just sells the bag all the time. But holy fuck, I needed him so bad, just because I needed Peter to hang out with him, because Peter has no one. So yeah, I was craving some Ned in this movie, which I did not think I was gonna say. But now let's talk about the villain in this movie. And it's this girl named Jean Grey, and I thought she was super interesting. I hope everyone else likes her, because I'm a really big fan. I know Spider-Man a decent bit. I know most of his villains, because I grew up with the movies. But I had no idea who this Jean Grey girl was. But during the beginning of the movie, when you see her swap in this old lady's body in this vault, it's like, what the fuck is this old lady doing in there? Then she swaps the body again. It's like, holy shit. What an insane superpower. I thought it was sick, and I thought her story was pretty good as well. I really enjoyed this villain. And she was fucking evil. What she did with MJ on the top of that roof, acting like it was MJ, even fucking like, what, kissing him back, right? And then just pulling out the villain speech and shit. Oh my God. That was heartbreaking. And that was so evil of her to do. And that's why it makes Spider-Man saving her at the end even better, because that's just who he is. He's just the best dude ever. But yeah, I thought that girl was fucking evil, fucking cool as fuck, and had an interesting backstory as well. I thought she was a very good villain. She even felt unstoppable at times. Like when I first saw her, like skipping through the bodies and stuff. One, she's a little scary because we didn't know it was this girl yet, so she was kind of an unknown. And two, what the fuck? How do you beat that? And then, holy shit, she goes into the fucking Hulk. Just so much cool stuff you can do with her. And I think adding the Hulk into this movie was a great idea because it wasn't cash grabby, just like No Way Home. There's a reason for him to be there, and they use him really well, I think. I also love the battle of Peter versus like the Spider-Man DNA, and how at the end, in order to beat this fucking girl, he has to take off that chip and become like the super Spider-Man. We all knew he had to do it at that time. He did it. It was cool as fuck. Also, I do want to say a lot of cool camera stuff during the fight scenes. It's a Marvel movie, so obviously the fighting is going to be pretty good. I liked it a lot. But yeah, I feel like most of the time in these movies, when we're seeing like the technology, it's just Tony Stark stuff passed down to Spider-Man. So it's kind of cool to see Spider-Man be the scientist that he is and actually create some stuff himself besides like the web shooters and stuff. I feel like he hasn't been that much of a scientist in these movies. So it's nice to see that aspect of his character be like shown more. I also thought when he got like his headaches and shit, it looked like a Saw movie, and I just wanted to point that out with like the cuts and stuff. And when Peter does eventually get shot by the Punisher, who I definitely want to talk about later, it felt like there was a shot he could die. He falls over just like Aunt May fell over. And I really thought, holy shit, this could be the end. And it'd be a fitting ending because, like I said, He just saves people. It's what he does. He's gonna die saving someone who's evil because it's what he does. And like I said earlier, thank God he got to see the impact he had on people. Definitely wholesome and nice to see him be happy for once. Because yeah, he's always getting his ass kicked in these movies. Now I want to talk about the Punisher. I think they use him so well. He's so similar to Peter, where he's alone and lost everyone. And it's awesome to see their relationship progress throughout the movie. I love that scene where he's in the hospital and he's there for him and he says some nice things about Peter. It just showed that they both weren't alone, even though being a superhero and saving everyone has taken away everything from them. Again, just to add to the wholesomeness at the end. So at least Peter gained a friend. I also want to say I do like the layers of this villain in this movie and how we slowly find out more and more about her throughout the film. However, I didn't like how I didn't know what the fuck VMAX was until like the end of this fucking movie. It would have been nice to know what VMAX is and like what we were going after and stuff. Like, I would have liked that a little bit. But it's okay, I guess. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Just a bunch of my thoughts on Spider-Man. I feel like I don't really have too much to say about this movie because it's just a good movie and everyone should watch it. Even if it didn't give me my happy MJ ending. Hopefully we get it in the next one. When we're in space, apparently, because that's the end credit. Don't understand that yet. Maybe I'll understand it after Avengers Doomsday. We'll see. But yeah, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.